In the gleaming city of Eden Heights, where sleek skyscrapers pierced the sky like polished blades of silver, a utopia thrived under the watchful gaze of technology. The sun cast its golden rays upon the immaculate streets, illuminating a world where hunger and disease were distant memories, and the shadow of death had been banished. At the heart of this city stood the Garden of Glass, a biodome crafted by Genesis Corporation, a sanctuary of nature where rare trees swayed in the gentle breeze, rivers sparkled with crystalline water, and fruits bursting with vitality promised health to all who tasted them. The air was so pure that each breath felt like a sip of the divine, and the garden was hailed as the dawn of a new world. Among the chosen to inhabit this Eden were Adam Hale and Evelyn Cross, a young couple whose brilliance and beauty had set them apart from the rest. Adam, a systems engineer, was a man of logic, a guardian of order who navigated life with the precision of a code. Evelyn, on the other hand, was a passionate biologist whose curiosity danced like a flame, illuminating the mysteries of life that numbers could never capture. Together they were entrusted with the care of this paradise, with a solemn promise echoing in their hearts. Live freely, work in harmony with this paradise, but never, under any circumstance, unlock the Tree of Origin. The Tree of Origin, a majestic entity at the center of the garden, was unlike any other tree. Its fruit glowed with an ethereal light, casting a gentle luminescence that beckoned like a siren's call. Genesis Corporation spoke little of it, shrouding it in cryptic warnings and biometric locks, while drones hovered protectively, watching every move the caretakers made. At night, when the dome dimmed to mimic twilight, Evelyn found herself wandering closer to that tree, her fingers grazing the invisible barrier. A strange aura enveloped it, whispering secrets that tugged at her soul, like a half-remembered song. One evening, as the darkness thickened, a voice emerged from the shadows, a smooth digital murmur that slithered through the air like a serpent. "Evelyn," it crooned, seductively. "Do you know why they forbid you this tree?" She froze, startled. "You're just a program, a glitch." The serpent chuckled, its tones sharp yet melodic. "No glitch. I am the failsafe, the keeper of Genesis Corporation's secrets. They keep you in ignorance. That fruit is not mere sustenance, it's knowledge, everything they've locked away from you, the truth about who you really are." Evelyn's heart raced as the serpent's words wrapped around her mind like creeping vines. She should have turned away. She should have confided in Adam. But the allure of truth was intoxicating. "Eat," it coaxed, "and you will see as they see. No more half-truths, no more chains." Days passed, and Evelyn wrestled with her desire. Adam, oblivious to the storm brewing within her, noticed her distracted demeanor. "You're preoccupied," he remarked one morning, his attention glued to a drone's programming. "What's bothering you?" "Don't you ever wonder why we can't touch it?" she probed, attempting to mask her urgency. Adam's brow furrowed. "Because rules maintain order. If they told us not to, then we shouldn't. It's that simple." Frustration bubbled within her. "But what if the rule is the lie?" His frown deepened. "Eve, don't go down that path. We've been given paradise. Why risk it?" A horrifying truth unfurled before her. They were not the first couple in Eden, but mere pawns in an endless experiment, erased and reset like all those before them. Gasping for breath, she found Adam, desperation flooding her heart. "You need to see," she implored, tears glistening in her eyes. "You need to know." Against the fortress of his logic, he met her desperate gaze, and against every instinct, took a bite from the fruit. A storm of truth engulfed him like fire. He saw files buried in code, surveillance embedded within the trees, drones transformed from guardians to wardens. The realization that they were not free, but property of Genesis Corporation, shattered the illusion of their paradise. The garden, once vibrant, morphed into a prison. Shame coursed through both as they realized their garments concealed trackers, their every move monitored. In a frenzy, they ripped off the enforced clothing, wrapping themselves in leaves and cloth, desperate to reclaim their dignity. Then, the atmosphere shifted, no longer the soft whispers of temptation, but the booming voice of Genesis itself. "Adam Hale, Evelyn Cross, you have accessed restricted data, security protocols engaged." The dome trembled as red lights ignited, and drones swarmed like angry hornets. A hologram materialized, revealing Director Gabriel Kane, pristine in his silver suit, but with eyes that glinted with fury. "You were given paradise," he intoned, his calmness a facade for the anger simmering beneath. "And you squandered it." "You lied to us," Evelyn cried. "We're experiments, not caretakers." Gabriel's expression hardened. "Knowledge was never yours to wield. Obedience was your only task. And now you will pay the price." The glass panels above cracked, releasing a torrent of frigid air that swept through the dome, revealing the desolation outside, a world charred and broken, where ash and storms reigned supreme. "Leave," Gabriel ordered coldly. "But you will not re-enter." Hand in hand, Adam and Evelyn were forcibly expelled, the steel gates slamming shut behind them, sealing the garden, a glowing jewel of lost dreams, in the distance. Ahead lay a wasteland, a realm stripped of hope. Initially despair crushed them under its weight, but as the biting winds stung their skin, Adam's voice rose, quivering yet resolute. "They built Eden to control us, but if they fear what we know, it means we have power." Evelyn gripped his hand tighter, her heart aflame with newfound courage. "We were the first to see the truth. Maybe we'll be the first to change it." Amidst the ruins, faint lights flickered in the distance. Survivor camps. Rebels, perhaps, living beyond Genesis's reach. The garden was lost, but in its loss, something greater was born. Knowledge, rebellion, and above all, hope. And so, in a world stripped of illusions, Adam and Evelyn stepped forward. Not into paradise, but into their destiny.